postseason. The road to the finals tournament.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals, alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal.
I agree with you.
P-I-B-B-O-B-O-L. Pivotal.
I could not have said that better myself. How about you, Jet?
Man, I love pivotal games. It's just the series is tied up.
What we've been working for all season. Let's get out there and let's protect it.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Western Conference semifinal. We're glad to be bringing you another exciting broadcast of NBA playoff basketball right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies facing the Houston Rockets. You look at the Rockets. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
And, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Marc Gasol. Adams is out there with Conley. And it's Stokes in at the 4 spot. Now here is Conley. Shot clock at 6. A baseline J. The shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That's good. Bennett's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Adams, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Gasol, and he gets it to go. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Harden against Conley. Now the pass to Stokes. Here's Adams. The rebound by Bennett.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
To the paint, here's Yang. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now here's Adams. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Adams has got 6. James with it, and there's the feed to Zeller. The drive by James. Stokes with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Adams. Pass to Bolton. From the stripe. The shot. Zeller passes to James. And he's good on the 3 ball. James has got his second bucket of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Now Conley. Here's Bolton. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Michael Conley, number 1. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harden kicks to James. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside Gasol. Feeds it to Stokes. Dishes to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Rockets trail by 8. James kicks to Harden. He dishes it to Zeller. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. The lead pushed to double digits. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Marc Gasol, and it's Adams in at the shooting guard. Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Move the ball.
James outside. And the shot falls short this time. Grizzly shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Peeler. Second shot opportunity. And Gasol with the lay-in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It's Harden with the drive. That's good.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf, a leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Here's Bolton.
What are you doing?
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There you go.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Anderson. Knocks it loose. In the corner, Harden, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
The Rockets making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And here's James outside. Got a hand on it. Left side, Adams. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Move the ball.
James has a two-pointer.
Too much.
But they recover it. To the inside. Pushing it up. On up the court.
That's a walk.
No good from Gasol. Rockets trail by 19. James wide open. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
And Memphis making a change here. Conley's checked in. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds.
But he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Gasol kicks to Conley. Out to the right wing. Adams. Rockets with the rebound. Harden's got his third rebound tonight. And here's James outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now. Memphis leading by 16. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Bennett's checked in for the Rockets.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Harden kicks to James. Good work defensively by Conley.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Gasol on the high post. Pass to Stokes. Adams outside. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You've got to get your body between that other player and the ball. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Gasol's shot is good.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so. So far in the game for Garbage Man, he has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jones, the pass to Caspi.
Get outside, get outside.
And that one's good.
Come on, fellas,
And game
let's
3
talk.
will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Grizzlies.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge
Sticking too
advantage. The
much.
free throw game always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Adams. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And Wright throws it down.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
James, no good.
Hey, get Conley.
Here is Conley. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And they've edged in front in this.
Well, Mark, congratulations on this win. What was